All right, welcome back, second grade. We are on math day 2, and it'll be day 2A and day 2B in the video. And so we'll start this video on Wednesday, April 1st, and then we'll continue the video on Thursday, April 2nd. So here we go. Today's math lesson is titled Plane Shape Capture, which we'll get to in just a moment. But we want to review and talk about some things that we might know about shapes. Again, attributes are words that we use to describe shapes. And so, for example, we talked about a triangle. I am a three-sided shape with three corners or angles. And so that describes the shape. Now, again, as you're practicing at home, you might want to have various shapes that you have. This is a blank, okay? And so you're going to say the name of the shape it has, and then you're going to describe it. You're going to use words like side and angle and vertex and parallel and right angle. If you need a review of those terms, go back to the first video from Math Day 1, and it will go over those vocabulary for you again, as you'll have that ready to go and good practice for you. All right, shape capture. It's a game for you today. And so how do we get to shape capture? We got to go through the portal. We got to go to the school website. And when you get into math, just like you do at school, make sure, families, that you're going to where it says games down here. When you click on that, you will be able to get into the game area. And we'll pull ours up for you. So again, when you click on this box right here, it should get you into our game area. So if we get into our games, you will see you might have to scroll down a little bit. And here it is. Shape capture will be right here. And you'll be able to click right in. And so it says recognizing shapes have specific attributes. So to play this game, it says players compete to capture as many shapes as they can. On each turn, players tries to capture all the shapes that have the attributes shown in the attribute card. So a card's going to tell you what it is, and you're going to find all the shapes that match that. Okay. Excellent way for you to practice your shapes and their attributes, and a fun way to do it for you today. So make sure you are logging in to play the game. All right. Again, shape capture is your main activity, along with going over some shapes with your family and trying to use that vocabulary that we had in the box to help you describe shapes. When you're all done today, of course, we'd love to have you log into ST Math. We can watch you follow along and grow in that area as we move you up that super improver list for your growth. And also, you can go into our other math games. If you like shape capture, you can continue to play that, or you can play some of the other games that are there also. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today. And so again, we will come back tomorrow. We're going to come back to the same video. Okay. You don't have to continue on today. So just stop for today, hit pause on the video, and come back tomorrow, and we will finish up. All right. Welcome back, second grade. It is Thursday, April 2nd, and it is time for Math Day 2, Part B. Again, we're breaking all these lessons into 2 parts, so you'll be able to work your way through the lessons at a good pace and get through all of our work that we need to get done. All right, what did we learn? Yes, we were talking about sides and angles and vertexes and parallel lines and right angles and all that good stuff as we learn the attributes of shapes. And so hopefully you got to play shape capture yesterday and have a fun time playing that and help to get those skills down. Today we're going to move on to math boxes. And so make sure you have math boxes out for lesson 8-2. Make sure you write today's date on there. And so we'll have that opened up for you, ready to go. All right, second grade, thank you for checking back in. We're working on math boxes for lesson 8-2. And so our first problem is 49 plus what number will give you 80? So if you go from 49, you add one more, that makes it 50. Then you can count up 60, 70, 80. That means you need 3 tenths. So that means you need to have 31 more. So 49 plus 31 will give you 80. Next one says 100 is equal to 65 plus what number? So 65 plus what number will give you 100? Then it says 42 plus what number will equal 90? And finally, the last one, be careful. It's the sum, or the answer, the difference right here is 60 minus 23 equals what amount? Okay. And remember, if you need more time, you can always pause the video and then come back to get additional help, which is a great way to work it. Okay. On number 2, you're looking at your numbers and figuring out which numbers work well to add together first to make your adding a little more simpler. So if you take a look right there, I want you to answer. Which numbers would you add first? Right, some of you might have said 35 plus 15 because you can see they both end in 5, which should help you with the round number. Or you might have chosen to start with 11 plus 29 because you knew that 9 plus 1 more would give you a group of 10 there, and that would be a way to simplify your adding. Okay, so I'll let you go ahead and add up those numbers again. You can pause the video if you need to, so you can give yourself some more time. The next one says measure the line segment to the nearest centimeter. So again, you normally would have your ruler from school. If you do have a ruler at home, make sure you're on the centimeter side. I'm having to use a home ruler here. And I can look across that line and it goes just about to the 8. So this is your free answer of the day. So it is about 8 centimeters. So even if you don't have your ruler at home, you're able to do this problem because you're logging in and taking care of the work. Now it says to draw a line segment that is 4 centimeters shorter. Well, if it's 4 centimeters shorter, 8 minus 4 is 4. So your second answer down here would be 4 centimeters. Now, if you don't have a ruler at home, we're going to have to do the best we can. We'll just kind of adjust on this one. If you know this is 8, half of it's 4, just make sure your line is about half as long as the top line there, okay? Because I understand not everybody's going to have a ruler with them today. Okay, number 4. Sarah has 35 shells. Dana has 35 shells. Together, they gave away 30 shells. How many shells do they have left? Okay, and then we're going to circle our best answer. So we have Sarah has 35 and Dana has 35. And they give away 30, okay? Now there's 2 ways you can do this. You could either add it up and then take away the 30, or you could give yourself a little shortcut and get rid of the 30 right there. 35 plus 5 is 40, okay? So you could shortcut it that way by just getting rid of the 30 and the 35 above it. That would be a shorter way to do it, okay? So your answer there are 40 shells. Glad you're tuning in. You're getting extra help today. Number 5, write a number story to match the number model 24 minus 12 equals. And then don't forget to write the answer to your problem. So you can do something from home, right? So if you're at home and you say, Bob has 24 cookies, he ate 12 of them, how many does he have left, okay? Or you could come up with another problem, other names, but 12 have to go away. So it could be frogs at the pond. We have 24 frogs at the pond, 12 hopped away. How many are left? That'd be another way to do it. You can do lots of different ways. You get to come up with your story problem. All right, thank you for tuning in. If you do have any questions, make sure that you send me a message. We'll give you some help along the way. All right, again, that does it for your math boxes today. At the end of this lesson, after you've had your work checked by an adult, make sure that you spend some time on ST because that is still expected, that you're continuing to grow in that area, hopefully moving up some levels. So when you do come back to school, we can celebrate that improvement that you've shown during ST Math. If you want extra time, again, you can come back into our math games. You can play more math games, maybe come back to shape capture again and do a little extra practice in that area. Lots of things that you can do to continue those math skills. Thank you for tuning in. You did a good job today. We will see you tomorrow as we continue on with our remote learning. If you have any questions, make sure that you stop by Dojo and send me a message, or come by our Zooms in the afternoon and we'll meet together and talk about things that we have questions about. Thank you for checking in. We'll see you later.